going to be doing a condensed version of a live stream video where I talked about adding DSP effects from your X32 or M32 to your DAW. Let's get started. What up, y'all? It's your boy Darnell joining S-Time Production. Thank you guys once again for joining me today in another video. This video was made by request by a commenter asking about using the DSP effects and how to route them on your X32 or M32 console and route it to your DAW of choice. Before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Promo Vgram for taking the time and sponsoring today's video. Promo Vgram is an effective tool that allows you to live stream your content to Instagram via Mac or PC effectively. It also gives you such tools as scheduling and post planning, statistics, DMs, and so much more. For more information on Promo Vgram, stay tuned to the end of this video. I'm going to do my best to make this short and sweet. So what I have before you is M32 edit. You can also use X32 edit. I am running this on my X32 rack. So the routing should be pretty much the same. This is the way that I have made this work for my tools: Studio One, Ableton, Pro Tools, and FL Studio. The first thing you're going to have to do when you go onto the page, you're going to have to go over to the routing section. Once you get into the routing section, you're going to go all the way over to where you say is Ultranet, what was previously P16. This is the section that you would set up your P16 monitoring system. This was my shortcut way to kind of get into adding the effects. I'm going to Alt Ultranet. Now you see the new one-to-one function now for the new X32 4.06. What I need to do next is to do the routing to specific channels. You will have to sacrifice a few channels to make this work. Otherwise, it will be ineffective. You will have to sacrifice a couple channels to get the routing to work correctly. As you see, I have a bunch of stuff routed here. My playback for playing back my audio for live streaming. And I have a couple microphones and inputs, keyboard inputs here in the PC. 9 through 16 is where I do the routing for it. I'm going to scroll all the way over to the end where I see Direct Out FX. Go over to channel 9. I titled this FX1 left. Direct Out FX. This is 1 left. I'm going to go scroll all the way down to my desired channel. For me, it's channel 9. And this is all going to be for the effects on the left channel. All the effects for the right channel is going to be on 10. And then FX2 is going to be 11 and 12 for left and right. 13 and 14 is going to be FX3 left and right. And 15 and 16 is going to be FX4 left and right. Once I kind of get everything that I want set up, I'm going to go all the way down to my card out. And I'm going to select the first 16 channels on my Ultranet, 1 through 8 and 9 through 16. If you're only using the first 8 channels, you want to route it somewhere else, feel free to. I just know that I have certain things that I had set up this way, so I just set it up as 1 through 8 and 9 through 16. Just remember, whichever ones you have the FX on, make sure to use the Ultranet for that section. Let's go in and try to add the DAW function and try to make sure that it's routed correctly from the mic to the FX, and then try to get it over to the DAW. Then first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go over to the mic section here. Right here, I have channel 13. 13 through 16 is the 4 effects buses that I have currently set up. As a bus in the bus sends is 1.5 dB. In my desired area, on the bottom right here where my mouse is, you see verb, guitar effects, delay, and then I have a spare effects if I wanted to use it for anything. Nothing else is really being routed at this point. Next thing I'm going to go to is do aux FX on the left hand side. I'm going to go all the way down to reverb first. I'm going to make sure that the insert is blank. Nothing else really needs to be routed here. If you desire to having to hear it back from the speakers from this verb, you can choose to do the main out on or off. I prefer to have it off so I don't get the feedback of the dry and wet signal. Here's the part where you gotta really pay attention to. So now that I have this routed, I need to make sure that this volume is all the way up to 0. And real quick, before I even get to the next step, let's make sure the routing is right for how the send is being set up. I am sending this send as a pre-fader send. Getting back into the channel, I know I'm going to go to verb. I know my verb is set up pretty much dry. And then you can see right here is the linked left and right effects. Now I can route these to any of my auxiliary channels. So for an example, I have A51 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 and 8. These are all just labeled as channels for all of my headphones downstairs, so I can route those to that channel without having to have it play back. Here's how you can add the effects. Make sure that your verb is all the way up on your bus channel. I'm going to go to my FX channel. I'll have the main on. I'm going to turn this up. And what you probably will hear, probably maybe from the speaker, is you'll hear some of the reverb that I have for it. Now I have this all the way up to 0. Now I can adjust this to anything I want to. Now I have it as dry. By the way, I am using Hall Reverb for this example. You can use any of the effects that are on here. So that's either this, your delay, your pitch shifters, what have you, you can do it. So I know, now that I know that it's activated and routed, now we've gotten that part of the way, let's get into the nitty gritty of adding this to our DAW. Right now I'm using Ableton. Currently I have 2 audio tracks routed. One is routed in channel 3 as my mic, and one is routed as channel 9 and 10, which is the sections that I use on the Ultranet to be set up for, to do setup for this. I had to go into input configuration, make sure all my stereo inputs were in there. And I obviously with Ableton, you can label which areas there are. So I know that FX left and right, I have as channel 9 and 10. Channel 3 is my microphone. Now, first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is 2. I'm going to count, say, mic. And 3, I'm going to say as reverb. And I'll expand these so you can see. All right, so I'm going to do just a quick little test talk. And you guys will see the levels once we're finished. And then I'll kind of give you the background of how it pretty much sounds. So here we go. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, so now you can see the inputs are being routed. Here is the dry signal alone. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to go over to the reverb section. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. The good thing about this is you getting 2 separate signals of the wet and dry that you can balance any way that you want to. Now, mind you, you can add as many channels as you want to this. Right now, I just have it set up to where it's just the reverb on the mic. I can have it set up to the mic and the bass and everything and put it all in a set of channels for this specific use. If I don't want all of it, I'll just turn the faders down as I see fit. Now I have 2 separate channels. Testing, 1, 2, 3. And I can all put them all together. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. And I can go and turn one down. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. And that gives me the balance of having a wet and dry signal, so you don't have to compromise your whole input of your microphone to have both the wet and dry, and you have to set it that way. You can have it now to where you can use just your microphone with the dry signal. You can use parts of your reverb, and the fun part, I think in my estimation, is you have total options to do what you want. So this is a really effective tool if you want to do, you know, separate things. So now you pretty much kind of have DSP effects running from your X32 to go straight into your DAW. I hope this video was a very simple way to kind of get yourself started into getting DSP effects from your X32 or M32 into your DAW. Again, I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in, and I also want to thank Promo Vgram once again for sponsoring today's video. Promo Vgram is a platform service that allows you to utilize all the capabilities of Instagram from your computer. It allows you to live stream from an RTMP supported platform like OBS, upload and pre-record content live from your computer, Google Drive, Facebook, Instagram, and even YouTube. And it even has a live analysis section, which gives you reports on their total number of likes, views, viewers, and comments. A feature that allows you to make money by recommending their services to others. Another cool platform that I like, which is called the affiliate module. This is a great tool for you guys who really want to make money trying to do off of your live streams. If you are interested in using this product, go down to the link in the description and try out the service for as little as $2.85 a day. Thank you again to Promo VGram for sponsoring today's video. Thank you guys once again for joining me on another video. If you have any questions on anything that I've had, feel free to leave any comments in the description. Any of my content down below, you can go and check out. And feel free to send out post notifications to know where anytime I can do a next video. And of course, like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Speak everything into existence. Invest, involve, and evolve. God bless y'all. Peace.